Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another episode of the Seven Podcast. I'm your host, Joseph. And today I have with me a lifelong brother of mine, the one and only Jatty Robinson. We go way back. It's crazy how things in life come full circle. He's a comedian and has been doing it for years. And honestly, he is truly hilarious. Make sure you check out his project. We'll get into all of that, but I'm gonna be quiet. Let him introduce himself.
Yeah, don't that sound smooth? That was a smooth intro.
Hey man, I be messing up.
Nah, that's good
I
because you
gotta do a
need
take
the
two, take
natural.
three.
Take all of that because you get the natural stutter. This is, bro. That shit is smooth, man. That shit was dope. Yeah, man. Thank you sincerely, man. Thank you for having me, man. I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to be here, man. Let's. This is a vibe, my man. Joe Smooth, man.
For sure, for sure. You gotta introduce yourself though.
I gotta introduce myself. Okay.
Where you from? What
Damn,
you
I thought
do?
you just did it. So we got to do an intro to the intro.
I said your name.
I take that. That was smooth. They get to
I
know about me more
let the
too.
people
Nah, that
know
was
what you do. Where you from? What's up?
stand up comedian, artist, writer, actor. Yeah, man. And we from the Bronx. I mean, you're supposed to do it, but I do it though. I'm gonna do it because you my man though. You my man though.
I have
I
everybody
feel
introduce
weird.
themselves, let them know where they from and all that. But it is
Because
what it
that's two
is.
introductions. That's you intro me and then I intro. So it's like I'm the assistant intro. Like I assisted
I gave like
the
a
intro.
brief. I gave like a brief intro. I didn't want to do too much, so you could do the rest. I gave you like an alley oop. You supposed to be the Blake Griffin. You missed it. You missed the time.
What? You know what? Fuck it. This is my podcast. Listen, man. We got Joe. We got Joe on board, man. Give it up. This is my podcast.
Nah, man, you missed the dunk already.
Nigga maybe do all the work. How you make me do all the work? Oh man, Joe. What's today? Wednesday? Oh God.
You was at the rim. How you missed the dunk? How you... That's crazy.
Oh man, but yeah, we definitely go back. Yo, you know what I remember? I mean, this is just a side note. You remember when we traded LeBrons? I think that was like a staple within our
Yo.
friendship.
That was wild. I was like, I like those LeBrons. You like, I like those too. Like that.
Yo, that's how dudes in the neighborhood become real life genuine friends. No one stole anything. We say, yo, I like those LeBrons, bro. I like those LeBrons. I think you had we both had the soldiers, but you had the different ones, and they was both dope.
Yeah. I was like, I want those. Those are the ones I
I'm
want.
like, I want those. And then we traded them.
I was more than happy
Yeah,
to trade them too.
bro. Nigga, I was more than happy. We both wanted to trade. We both won. Like no one, because I got mad compliments. I got mad compliments. They like, yo,
Same.
how the fuck did you
It was like a new look on me. Like, yeah, I'm feeling these. Yeah, I
bro?
still wish I had them. I don't know what happened to them. They disappeared when I joined the military. A lot of my stuff
I
disappeared.
gotta I gotta re-up on those. I mean, I still ended up buying some more LeBrons, but it was crazy because when I had those, people didn't know I traded them. They just thought I had mad LeBrons. Like, what the fuck? How this dude got? Like, chill. This is before Flight Club got popping too.
Mhm.
Chill.
Nobody got no shit.
You know what I mean? But
For,
yeah, man, thank you for having me, bro.
for sure. But like, what made you get into comedy anyway?
Um, I just wanted to see if I could do it. I mean, I think my answer changes every single day. How I'm feeling today is not. I honestly just wanted to see if I could. I mean, if I can do it because it's easy, everyone telling you funny and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, but let's just see if I could do it. Like, just to go against the norm of my thinking. Nothing wrong with having a job, but I just honestly didn't see myself doing that, and I didn't really know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to. I mean, it just kind of just happened, bro. Like, and I just never like honestly just never stopped. I just wanted to see what I could do it and had no plan. So it kind of is working out. Let me say that it didn't work out yet, but it's working out.
That's what's up. It happened like Ti. It just happened like that.
Hell no. Hell no. Yo, is I don't even I was just having this conversation for him to think he can just do this. This doesn't. Jeez, freaking Louise. Hell no. A matter of fact, I think you came. I don't know if you remember, but you actually came to one of the beginning stages of my shows. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing comedy. What I believe, like going on like 9 years. I started when I was 20, but I remember. I think it was you. We did the show in the Bronx.
Yeah. Oh
It
yeah,
was
I remember that. On
you,
don't tell me it was
Ace.
on
Ace came through.
it was on East Tremont. It was down by the
Yeah,
bridge, not the bridge,
yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah,
expressway. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that.
So you, Ace, my man, shout out to Ace Boone. It's my guy. And I
Yeah,
think what's my
it was
other
raining that
dude
day
name?
too.
You said what, bro?
It was raining that day too. I think.
It was. It was. But you guys came through. So yeah, bro. It just,
Was it
it
Allen? I
just
think Allen came through.
I think Al did come. I think Al did
Mm-hmm.
come. But yeah, bro, I just wanted to just do something different, bro. Honestly.
Was you like always a class clown or something?
It I battle with saying lack of better word, yes, but um sometimes I don't know what it is, but when not you, but when people say class clown, I be like, yeah, but I gotta find another word for that. It gotta be another word for that.
Was you the
Uh
entertainer? I
I don't know, bro. Yeah,
don't know the right
it's
word to
like
use.
yeah, I know it's not you because we know we're just automatic, just naturally opposed. Like, that's
Yeah.
that's what we go to. But yeah, bro, like, even from like a kid, bro, like my goal, no matter what was going on in the crib, like my goal was, as soon as I get to school, was like, yo, make sure everybody have like a good day. Like it was very simple.
Oh, you was
Um,
you was always positive vibes.
yeah, bro. I mean, for the most part, that was just the goal. And then, even I mean, how even how we met, I mean, came across. It was just that same type of vibe. Like, yo, as soon as I come outside, I'll make sure everybody have a good time. Not forcing nothing, just being me. And I think that goes into just my sense of humor as well, like being around funny people, or if I'm doing something it's funny, it's like, okay, cool. Like that's a that's a specific sense of humor. Like if I do something and you laugh, it's like, okay, cool. Like I'm not the only one with this sense of humor, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They can say, yeah. He said, yeah.
Nah, I got distracted a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. This man, Elon Musk talking about buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in. This man tripping.
This nigga, are you doing a podcast and reading
I got
Twitter?
distracted. I got distracted.
Yo,
Notification. It was a notification.
nah. People, people, if you listen to this is the most different attention span dude I've ever met in my life. Nigga
That
said I
was just
got.
a notification. I'm reading the notes on my phone. And then the notification popped up. I'm like, this man's crazy.
I mean, I could have seen if it was like a Bible verse. If it was like a
Nah,
Bible verse,
Bible verse.
that would have made sense. I already knew you wasn't paying attention based on your yeah. He said, yeah. I said, mad poetic. People, if you listen to this was crazy. It was crazy right here. This is wild. This is wild, yo.
Hey, good thing we
Jesus,
recorded. I
dude.
can run it back. Shit.
Nah, go
Um,
ahead. No, we keeping all of this. Nope, keeping all of it. People, we keep. He gonna try to cut it out. No, do not cut this out. Do not cut this out. Stay, bro.
like, when did you start doing comedy? Like, what did you do before comedy?
Um, what was I at? Where was I working? I think when I started doing comedy, I was doing security at a spot called At Aroma. It's like a camera electronical store. So that's when I started doing stand up. Um, yeah, that's when I started, and I think I did before that. I think I did like one semester in college, BMCC, and
Mm-hmm.
then I kind of just like, I that's not something that I really want
Yeah,
to do type shit.
school ain't it. It ain't for everybody, and it ain't for me. But I feel like I'm gonna go back just because I'm getting paid to go. That's what the military do. So might as well.
So they're paying you to go back to school.
Yeah, like with the benefits when you get out, whatever they pay you basically to go to school. Like they pay for your school, and then you get like extra income on top of that. So basically, you get paid to go to school.
But what are you gonna be? What are you gonna study?
I'm,
Theater?
I'm gonna go for photography just to learn some new stuff, and expand my
Okay.
horizon.
Okay. Okay. Look at this nigga.
Might as
Horizon.
well.
Look at this nigga.
Not even a big word.
Yeah, look at Skip by Horizon.
Got me sound like I'm like Ti over here.
Yeah. Freaking Eastern Hemisphere. Stop saying Ti. I hate him. No, I don't hate him.
Expeditiously.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. But
Expeditiously gotta go back to school. Hmm.
see, nah, that's fire though. That's fire. Yeah, it's yeah. School got it. I mean, it varies, bro. On what I mean, what it means to a person to go back to school. But, yeah.
Speaking of money, um, how does like the income go with like being a comedian? Like, is it like easy? I would say easy to make money, but how is it like basically like the whole generating income with that?
How does it work?
Hmm. Yeah, I remember in your show you was talking about you had 20 tickets for sale, and then at the end of the week you had 20 tickets for sale.
So you watch the special?
I watched it. I told you.
Watch the special. Yeah. Nah, I mean, one, it's multiple answers to that. One answer is the type of avenues of comedy that there is now is crazy. So you can generate income from, I believe, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, writing for a TV show, writing for someone, um, touring.
Hmm.
So it's, different ways. I mean, starting out, doing comedy, you probably, my first show, I'm just going off of my journey. First show, was like $20. And then my first like pay show was a college show that I did in Oswego. And I got money off of that. But I mean, it comes, it comes in a different ways. I mean, I guess the goal is, well, it depends. It like I said, it depends if you're touring, and all of the things like I said. So it's me, even myself, that me being still in it, I'm still trying to find different multiple ways to do that as much as it aligns with me.
Okay. So you don't need no money to start.
Nah, you just need passion, bro. Not to be cliche. Like,
Hmm.
to start, I mean, I mean, some people come in with comedy with money. I
Hmm.
mean, I think it all really depends on your circumstance. Like, if you're like, I'm from New York, like, I'm born and raised in New York, so I can, I'm fortunate to, when I started, living with my mother, um, and, I had a little bit of money as well to kind of like support myself, but I kind of had like a safety net for me being in here. But
Hmm.
opposed to someone who's not from here, say they moved from Chicago or Iowa or something like that, or whoever, and they moved to New York to pursue, stand up. So that comes into play, with that there's no safety net. That's anywhere if you move somewhere to pursue something.
Yeah.
Um, but also too, if you come from like a rich, I don't almost like a wealthy or rich family, I mean, it's kind of easier to do that. Not easier, but it's you don't have that cloud over your head. You know what, that feeling to where it's like
Hmm. Pressure.
creative, yeah. Place like it's pressure. Like you have creative momentum or creative passion. It's like, damn, my money not right. Like that's a weird place to be because you can't really focus on
It's like a mental block.
yeah, like 100% creatively. Now, I mean, I know
Mhm.
how I feel when you know the bank account was feeling good and then I'm creating. Like I know that feeling. That's a good feeling, but I know when it's like, damn, shit fucked up right now. It's hard. Not it's hard to create a little bit because you just have that, that cloud over your head. So, it just really depends.
True. Like you said, it deals with the passion and like no matter I feel like no matter how much money you got, it don't make you funny. So like it all just comes from inside you basically.
Yeah, it's more passion because you, like I said, you have money. Not, I mean, we keep referencing Ti, but I don't. Part of me, I don't like talking about people, but in his case, is I don't really know the ins and out. But for him to just think he could just do stand up, then it's just like, okay, my name is T, I can do it. That's that's crazy. That's wild.
It
Because
basically
no
makes
matter
it
what,
makes it easy for people to come see him because he's Ti.
yeah, but that without no craft,
Yeah, that's
people
like I said. It
understand
goes in
craft.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. No matter how much money you got, there's only so much you can like create. There's no real comedy. Like you can't create no real funny like material. Like doesn't matter how much money you got.
you can't skip the work.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I agree. You can't skip the work. So I think to answer your question, yeah.
That's like somebody rich coming in and like just deciding to do photography. So he buys all the expensive photography equipment and start shooting. I mean, you can do it. I mean, you're gonna get some really good shots because you got the expensive gears. But
Yeah,
that is that
I,
that time and effort that takes to learn how to shoot and like with the lighting and everything. That takes time.
I learned that firsthand. Like I remember I booked this videographer for like a sketch that I wanted to shoot, right? Never came
Mhm.
out, right? And I booked him and he had, I don't know if you know what a red camera is.
I heard of it. Yeah, it was like a box. I
It's
think like a square. Like
it's
a.
like a box. It's like a $20,000 camera. This is
Mm-hmm.
where they shoot movies and
Yeah,
like I don't even know the term of it. I
I
mean,
know
you
what you
probably know
mean.
more than me. But top level camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
We shoot the sketch. We get there at 7 o'clock, right? Everyone's there on time. All of the comedians and actors is there. So he's working the camera. I have another videographer as well. She has her camera.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, I'm not gonna say his name, but this dude did not know how to work the camera. He was trying to YouTube the shit on set, on the street. Then he's asking me,
Yo.
yo, what you think I should do? What do you mean? What do I? Why you asking me?
It's
I
like the dude
didn't.
on the train that kicked you. Like, what you think I should work on?
Right. What do you think I need to work on? What do you mean? You asking me, bro? I'm the client. How you asking me how to fix what you have? That is, bro. That is crazy.
That's
That was
like you asking how to do jokes while on stage.
yo. What y'all think? No, that's like I'm giving you. I'm giving you surgery. You got a torn meniscus, man. Yo, what you think? What you think I should do? You think I should use this?
Oh nah, your life is on the
What?
line.
What, sir? I'm like, yo,
You
my
want
man, you not that ass, bro. Bro,
you
we
got a
got there at
bullet in you.
7
You're like,
o'clock.
damn, what should I do? What?
Nigga said, what should I do? My nigga, I am not your friend. I'm not your friend. This nigga looking at me for help. I said, I'm not your friend, bro. How do you don't have,
Wow.
bro? We left at 3 o'clock, bro. We got nothing. But to answer your question, yes, you gotta know what you're doing, bro. And I'm still trying to figure it out. But this, uh, I mean, shit is wild out here, Joe. Yeah, bro. So I'm every single day, man. I'm trying to figure it out
Stuff
and
like
try to.
that, man. I be like, I wish I had that kind of equipment because I know how to use it now. So
Right, right. Absolutely. You work with what you got and master that.
I had the same camera for like 5 years. It's still doing me good. So
Yeah.
you still get nervous when you get on stage? You got any like rituals you do before you get on stage?
Yeah, I still get nervous, bro. Like all the time. I still get nervous. In regards to rituals, man, nah, I just kind of pray, man. I just kind of like pray and not to get too deep or but nah, I just honestly pray. I try to pray before every show so that I could just keep that as a thing, like as a discipline to doing. Um, no matter if it's a small show, a big show, or when I do an arena or something like I'm keeping the same, you know, method to
Mm-hmm.
doing it. So I think that's my ritual. Silence, stillness. It depends if I want to listen to music or not, or prayer, or just I mean nothing. So it really depends on my mood, bro. But for the most part, yeah, all the time I get nervous, bro. I mean, I think that's good. That's good because I care. I
Okay.
mean, like I care about it. I think that's another reason why I don't really like drink before I do shows.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a blue, depending on if I'm like if I'm hosting late, probably towards later down the show, if I made sure everything is it's like an airplane. I make sure I make sure everyone is on board and we
Mm-hmm.
about to I mean we about to leave and then I probably have me like nice little drink or something like that. But for the most part, I like to just stay aware of everything.
Facts. Same thing with the podcast. I don't do any drinking or smoking before the, because I'll throw me off.
Yeah. I mean, it works for some people, in which I admire, like
Oh
that
yeah,
that
I
it
don't know how that works.
does. I mean, I'm
Um,
number one, I'm not like a big smoker anyway. And in terms of drinking, what I mean, I like being aware. Like, I know me, I'm a wild. I don't want to say no wild shit. Niggas be like, wildin', wildin'. I don't want to say no wild shit. Niggas wildin', wild style.
I'm dead. Wilding out Wednesdays.
Wild on Wednesdays. Hey, yo, them J boys is wow. What J boys? Dudes with the LeBrons. They be wilding on the podcast.
Yeah, man. Like not all along nervous is bad nervous. Like it just means your blood's flowing. And like you said, it means you care. Like you want things to go accordingly, you want things to go perfect. You care about your passion. So it's actually a passion if you care about it, obviously. So
Yeah. And I want to know what things I need to work on. I mean, like, if
mm-hmm.
I'm lit, depending on, I'm really not really cognizant. And this is just me on how I feel. I'm really not cognizant of what I'm saying creatively. Like, damn, I should have put this word in this sentence, or I should have changed that up. Or I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so I just like I want to know technically. I want to be technically sound. But also too, sometimes I found that even, depending on the show or vibe, drinking allows me to kind of get a little bit more loose and allow me to say good things like, damn, I gotta keep that. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
I think, it just varies. It really varies on type of vibe that I'm on or where I'm at too, where I'm performing or what I'm doing as well. So
You receive any bad critique from your show? Matter of fact, let's talk about your show. Tell us about that. Yeah, not your show, your project that you
bless
got,
you.
your album, your mixtape,
Bless you. Yeah.
DVD.
I hate niggas. Niggas, you got what's funny? It's and I say it's like which I love, bro. Like the biggest one of the compliments that I love, man, is dudes from the neighborhood or where we from, bro. They like, yo, I see what your mixtape like. It's like they understand stand up, but then they don't understand stand up. Like, oh, you still doing the funny shit, right? Oh yeah, you a funny nigga now, right? Word. But I know he's trying to say I'm still doing stand up, like, but the way niggas say, oh, you still doing that funny, you still a funny nigga, right? Like that doesn't. It's not the term, bro. Comedian or stand up, yeah, that's the exact term. Niggas say you still got a mixtape. But yeah, I put out a stand up special as well as an album, which is the audio to the stand up. So say if you're driving or if you're in a jog or if you're just sitting down or whatever, you could just listen to it as well. So it's called Odds Are Even. And it came out earlier this month, April 4th, April 5th, I believe. My bad. It's out now. There's streaming everywhere in all streaming sites as well as on YouTube. So yeah, what was your question? I think I did. I answer your question.
Yeah, you answered it.
Okay.
But like, what gave you the idea to like do the project and then on top of that break it down into tracks, like different tracks for like different segments of the show? Like that was pretty genius. So what gave you that idea?
Well, for the first question, you said what would the I what was it again? The first question.
what gave you the idea to like break it down into like segments, like different tracks?
What I for that I just took what has been going on for years, from I guess the comedy gods of it. I think albums has been out for years. Like a lot of some of the greats have done it, like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. A lot of comedians that I appreciate. So I just did it. I just followed that way to it. So that's been going on for years. Um and in terms of the tracks, within the album that's just the title of the joke or of the segment. That way you're like, oh, this is my favorite joke. Ah, man, let me listen to this joke. Bang. I mean, or you gotta listen to this joke. So it makes it just a little bit more easier to kind of, get to a specific joke to it. That way, not that you don't that's just like an album. It is an album, but like
I like this song.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like I like this song. That's all it is. Yeah. Or I like these couple of songs. I like the whole album. I mean, but I just let me listen to this song again. So
yeah, I mean, no matter how hard you work, I feel like there's always gonna be someone that doesn't like the whole album. It's like it's like inevitable, but like it gives them that option to like skip like certain tracks, like you said. So
yeah, I mean, even a special, like I'm absolutely I agree. Like it's just people that's not. It's I'm not for everyone, and that's perfectly. I'm so fine with that. Like it's
I mean, there's a joke for everyone. Just like it's one track could be relatable to one person and not relatable to another. So you just break them down like you did. So that was pretty genius.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know that was a thing. Albums thing. You made it. You opened my eyes to that. I didn't know that was a thing because I search Eddie Murphy on Apple Music and I come up with his album Party All the Time. And then yeah, I didn't know Eddie Murphy had comedy on Apple Music. I thought he only had music.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. I mean, you could you could research so many different albums of comedians. And then their albums come up. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just different from us and where we come from. Like not which is not a bad thing. Like social media comedy or content is fire. That's just a different wave. But I feel like us. I mean, it's kind of not that. Like when have you ever been to a comedy show? Like I found that like a lot of like which was dope. Like I was a lot of people first comedy show.
Your comedy show was the first. Like I've only been to a comedy show when I went to your comedy shows. I never been to any
Right.
other comedy shows.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because like I want to actually put it out there. I was gonna actually put that out there in in this podcast episode. Like I want to normalize going to comedy shows because one, it's not expensive, and
Right.
two, you get to laugh. Three, it's a perfect date. So like it's it's definitely something that more people should be able to do.
Right. I mean, also too is a luxury, and then you know us, man. I mean, we you, you gotta make us laugh. Like, we like, who are you?
Yeah,
Who this
I mean,
nigga? I mean, it's
some people are skeptical about spending their money because they like they might not make me laugh, but I would
absolutely.
say at least 9 times out of 10 you'll get a laugh out of a comedy show. Like there's people that go into comedy shows, they're not going for no reason. Like they actually funny. So
But it depends on the vibe too, man. Like the shows that personally that I've had the blessing of even doing and the even the support, which is fire. It's just a different vibe because it's us, like our
mhm.
type of vibe, like you know what I mean, like us, our humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and what I mean by our humor is just universal of shit, but just our name on it. I mean,
Oh
like
yeah. I
us.
feel like
I
all
mean,
black people have gone through the same childhood. Like we all had the same mother or something. Like
yeah, bro.
we all got our ass beat, woken up to food.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. And then
all of that.
just a vibe, bro. So yeah, it just opens up.
So like I was gonna ask you like what inspires your material? Like is it based on basically your life or like do you ever like pick pick and choose from other subjects to make jokes about?
All
Is
of
that
the above.
yeah,
All
because
of
I know what's his name? Dave Chappelle, I feel like he's like ventured off into like doing more political jokes, you know what I'm saying?
mm.
So like I just want to know what is your what do you see yourself going with your comedian yeah like your yeah. Where do see yourself going with your comedy future?
Okay. Okay. I There's multiple questions. Let me see if I can answer them one by one. Well, for one, um, I'm not a political. I'm not like a political person.
Oh no, I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm just saying where do you see yourself venturing off to, like
Venturing
or
off.
like joking about?
Oh well, okay. First, you ask how do I get inspired?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
So I think all of the above, meaning like nature, being in the moment, writing or being on stage,
Hmm.
all of those things factor in into writing, experience, what someone may say. Um, so it's a mixture of different things, and that's when just being in the moment is really really key into you knowing how to do it. I mean,
Hmm.
which comes with an experience. You know, like I give an example, like even the special that I came out with, like that's materials from when I first started to now. You know, so that took time to not compare myself. That's like a Jay-Z and Reasonable Doubt.
Hmm. Yeah.
If it lack of better, like not like I said, not me saying Jay-Z, me, I'm saying I'm Jay-Z, but to 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 make you understand, but that's a mixture of different things. Um, so my next chapter of it will, kind of be not obviously the same thing, but same thing, living with experiencing, it's the same format.
Hmm.
With it, obviously different things, different jokes, different because I've experienced different things, a new chapter. Um, and in terms of where do I see myself, I don't know, like I battle with. I have a plan, obviously, to evolve and grow, and that's not to give a cliche answer, but that's really what it is. But then also too,
Hmm.
like some shit just happen, like some shit just like you working towards some, and then some other shit just end up happening on top of what you working for.
Hmm.
Um, so I think just keeping an open mind to it. And in terms of, I guess, my specific way of doing stand up, I mean, let me ask you this from you watching it, right? And I like asking everyone this. Um, what would you? Because there's always a question of wow, what do you, how would you define yourself as a comedian? What do you talk about? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what from that watching that theme, right? Or watching that show,
Mm-hmm.
what could you create? Well, what was my theme, if you could say, if that
Your
makes sense?
theme,
Or what did you get from it?
your theme was basically your life, like everyday, like a everyday life in Jatty Robinson, like
Mm,
from the train, like it's just like a walk in a day in your shoes. So like you was able
mhm.
to like drop in on every aspect of it and make a joke about it. So like it kind of, I want to say like reminds me of kind of like Kevin Hart, because like, he jokes about his life basically, and like you said,
Mhm.
you take your jokes have like evolved. You kind of, I want to say you use the same jokes as before, but like you like recreated your jokes and like making them better over time. And
Mhm.
that's the experience, I guess, like that goes into being a comedian. And like you look at back on like Kevin Hart's old work, he kind of says the same thing over and over, but he says it in a different way over time. And I feel like you take your best jokes with you and to make more jokes. I feel like that's, is that what you would say is the process that you work with?
Uh, say it again. Say the last part.
Is that like, would you say that's like a process that you work with, like using old material but like making it better, and then like taking your best jokes like from like, I guess, critiques, whatever you would say, and like
Yeah,
moving on to the next show, like rolling it over to the next show and just making it better.
yeah. That's definitely part of it. With some jokes that needs to evolve with me living and me having experience. Like it's some jokes that I have now that where it's like, all right, I got to come back to it because I'm missing something. I'm missing like a life moment,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense, for it to get to work, or my delivery, or me believing in it, or I got to experience more. So yeah, most definitely, and you just continue to tune it up. I mean, you saw me, which what makes it dope is you saw me from when I first started
Mm-hmm.
to, it's not like we're just meeting now. Like, so you
Yeah.
actually saw me from my first, one of my first shows of me starting out to now. So you got to just see the, I guess, progression, or where I was from then till now.
Yeah,
Um,
like I would say you look a lot more comfortable on stage than when you first started. That's all I would say.
mm, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I went through some bombs, man.
Yeah, man. Like
Still going through them.
was like I was saying, how hard was it in the beginning when you first started, like getting people to come to your shows?
Um, honestly, I've been blessed, bro. It wasn't really that hard. I mean, not that it it was hard. Don't let's not get it confused. But
Mm-hmm.
um I mean, it definitely was tough. Like that joke that I, watched, especially, yo, I had to sell 20 tickets, $20. Which those called bringer shows. I mean, which sometimes, it's hard to get those tickets off. But for the most part, majority of when I was starting out, I did have some support, man. I definitely did have support. Definitely has some support, man. Like for real, from people from high school, from people from who I worked with, um, people in the street. I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
it's so many different factors. Or people from who saw me at like another show, and they came into my show, which that still happens. So yeah, like I that definitely was a booster for me. I mean, even y'all. I mean, you came out. I mean, you. I
Mm-hmm.
think I DM'd you or sent you like a message, and you came out. So
Yeah.
nah, it was. I can't lie. Like me being from here too, I gotta use it. To my advantage as best as I know how. Um, was yeah. So it definitely worked out. Honestly, it was cool.
Yeah. So like I think you know the reason I do this podcast, right? For like to give like insight to every aspect of like entrepreneurship, let people know like the good and the bad side of each field. Cause like we all know social media likes to sugarcoat everything, make everything look good. So I'm just here to shine light on the good and the bad, so that people when they listen, they can tell if it's like actually like a passion that they want to pursue instead of like just chasing the money. Because like I said, social media makes everything look good. Like you see people being successful in it. That's their path, but like it might not be your path. So that's what I want to expose.
Mm-hmm.
And
But hey, which is dope. I think this is dope. It's funny because it's one of my homegirls. She's a comedian as well. Her name is
mm,
Amina Amani, and we were just talking, which is a thing. But I think it's on summer. She's like, "Yo, pick your heart." Like, I mean, obviously, this is the quote that or thing, a saying that has been said before, but um, I think you expound on good and bad. It's just really, pick your heart. Like, it's hard if you don't do something, then it's
mm-hmm.
hard if you still do something. So no matter what, it's really still gonna be hard, bro. Like, and
Yeah, I
that's
feel like
that's you know,
nothing's really easy. Like I mean, it could be natural to you, but there's still gonna be tough sides to it. Like you said, you gotta pick your evil. So
absolutely. So, and I take this part. I take this part of it opposed to me never not saying if I could do this. You know what I mean? And from stand
mm-hmm.
up, I was able to do different things and meet different people and travel as well. So, I mean, which is still hard. That's what you say. Hey, man, can you describe the money? I'm like, shit hard out here.
Hey man, that
Shit
goes without
hard.
saying. I goes without saying. I was gonna ask you on like you got any like nightmare stories? Have you ever forgot any lines on stage before?
Um, yeah, I think I forgot a line. I don't know,
You ever got booed
couple of
before?
never got booed. But yeah, I think I forgot a line like maybe like last week. I'm working on some new material. So yeah, that happens. Me forgetting a line. Yeah, that part is that's just a natural thing. I mean, never got booed. Honestly, obviously, I had bad shows to where it didn't go my way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a given. But it's still just I don't know. It's just fire to like get like yeah, all right, cool. Y'all don't like me now. All right, cool, cool. Like it was a show called first starting out called the Mocha Lounge in Harlem, hosted by a comedian named Smokey Suarez. I don't know if you ever saw Paper Soldiers.
Mm-mm.
You remember Paper Soldiers? Oh man.
Nah.
But this is like one of the absolutely hilarious, man. And I would go there. I was 20 years old. I would go there literally every day after work, every Monday after work, man. And I would just like I would have bad shows and then I would have good shows. I would have bad shows and have good shows. And I just kept going every single Monday. So I had to kind of like reinvent myself. Not reinvent, but I had to like even change up the material. I had to show that I changed up material and I'm working on something.
Mm-hmm.
And I will prep every single Monday. So, that goes into me dealing with the good or bad of me. Damn, I have a drought of certain things not going my way, but that's just in general. I mean, of things that we can control, things that we can't control. Of anything, and just the mindset. How what am I willing um to sacrifice? You know, to making this happen.
So like, what makes you keep doing it? Like, what drives you to keep like doing stand up?
I like figuring it out, yo. I like figuring it out. Whether it's a bit joke, evolving. I mean, I just honestly like figuring out a freaking joke. I'm addicted to progression. I don't know if that's I don't know if I'm answering your question, but I'm just addicted to progression. I'm addicted to just progress. I'm addicted to trying to figure this. How can I evolve? Me knowing something. I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like since it's part of you, you're trying to figure out how to be a better you yourself. So like, it just ties into each other.
yeah, I want to create and not just even limit myself to stand up. I've done acting and other things, but I'm addicted to trying to create something. And art is, a plethora of different things. Is whatever is just energy of stuff. So I'm addicted to that, man. Honestly, I like it. I like figuring something out. I like something, if something doesn't work, cool. How do I get it to work? That's fire. I mean, that's fire, bro. I don't know. For
Facts.
me, that I find that fire. Like,
Nah, I understand that. Definitely, I want to get better. I've been doing photography for years too, and I still want to get better. Like I said, I'm about to go to school, back to school for it, because I want to touch on new horizons, see what I don't know, because there's always something new to learn.
with I think that was the last time we saw each other, right? We came out to my show, and then you was
Yeah,
doing photography.
yeah.
Fire, fire, yeah, fire. You like, yo, I'm doing photography. I gotta shoot you. I'm like, oh, that's love. Fire. Yeah, that's fire, bro. This is fun, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This is fun. Caught me at a good time. I just finished Breaking Fast, man. So you caught me at a good time.
Oh yeah, you finally got your first meal of the day. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's the first, but
second,
second. Yeah,
second.
you ate
Yeah, I'm
before
doing.
sunrise.
Yeah, I'm doing Ramadan. For those, I don't know if I said it, but doing Ramadan. And this is like my second year doing it. Um, so it's fire. It's fire.
You began hangry.
Um, yeah, but no, yeah, but no. I think that's where it goes into like prayer of keeping yourself positive, through like the chaos of stuff. And controlling your mind. I think that's why, like, I do it as well. Obviously, from a spiritual standpoint, but also
Mhm.
too of a mental discipline standpoint of, I mean, obviously positivity, but then just like I said, through the chaos of everything. So, and cleanse your body as well, man. So it's
Definitely.
definitely, I definitely recommend it. Like once in your life, I feel like someone should do that just once.
I'm gonna try it next year.
Yeah, just once. And I mean, and just see how you feel.
I always ask my guests like if they have any like book recommendations. You been reading any books?
That's fire. It's a great question. I'm actually, damn, I think this is multiple answers that I have.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
reading the Malcolm X autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people recommended that to me.
Is that by
Before
Alex
that,
Haley?
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Joint is mad big, yo. Pause.
Yeah. Hey, yeah,
Um,
Spike. It got the Spike Lee review on it.
yeah, man. So I'm reading that right now. I'm currently.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I was reading Asada Shakur.
Oh yeah, I just spoke to somebody about that. I read that too. I think she's still
That
alive.
book.
I think she's still in Cuba. She's chilling.
She's still alive. She didn't die
Mm-hmm.
yet. They
Mm-hmm.
put a bounty on her. That book is so fire.
Yeah.
Fire and inspirational. But the books that I got it right here, and I read this. It's Let me see. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is a great book that I recommend.
The what?
The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Okay. Who's that by?
That's by Robin S. Sharma.
Got you.
And I'm trying to think. And The Daily Stoic too by Ryan Holiday. That's a book. These are books that I kind of just keep on every single day. It's like one of those things where you can read like I guess like two quotes or two passages of something from it or
Mm-hmm.
inserts, and then it could kind of get your day started. And then one more, Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
What's
That's
that?
like a Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's like a short. I got that book from Kobe actually. Like he
Kobe
recommended
Bryant.
that book. Kobe Bryant. He recommended that book. It's like a YouTube video,
Mm,
and he recommended that book to the Los Angeles Chargers, I believe.
mm,
Um, and he came in, and then they asked him like what type of book, and then matter of fact, they asked him what type of book read or whatever, and he recommended that book to them. To
mm.
pro L.A. Chargers, bro. This is Kobe. So as soon as I watched that, I don't even know how I came across it, but that's like a great book too, as well. I highly
Okay, okay.
recommend that book as well. Yeah.
So like for the listeners out there, how can they find you or like find your show?
Well, on Instagram, you can find me at Jatty Robinson, Jatty, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much all the handles, Twitter, just Jatty, on YouTube as well, Jatty Robinson, and the special is called Odds Are Even. Check that out, and the album as well, streaming on all platforms. I said farms, platforms. Odds Are Even. And then yeah, and as well as yeah, bro, pretty much everything, man. This is dope, man. Sincerely, bro, I'm proud of you, especially
I mean,
from where
hey,
we
I'm proud of
come
you
from.
too, man.
From where we come from, bro. This is big, man. To do something
Yeah,
positive.
we growing up. That's what it is. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
proud of you too. You doing your thing and you stuck with it.
Absolutely, bro. Seeing this dude you got so many different face groups and networks on Facebook. It is
Oh
inspiring,
yeah,
bro.
I'm trying to reach out and like branch out and just give everybody a uh like a like a hand like a hand up, help everybody up.
Now you active, bro.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
sincerely, I genuinely not blowing no smoke. But I'm inspired by you, bro. Positive dude since day one. So this is absolutely dope, and I sincerely have fun. And not that I don't have fun on other podcasts, but this
Mm-hmm.
hit a little bit different. I mean, hit a little different. So I
Oh yeah, I
like it.
mean, I see it on the direction of a lot of podcasts. This is my direction. I want to go help shine a light on entrepreneurship and on top of that, I feel like the more exposure this podcast gets, the more exposure you get, and that's basically the goal of it too. Help everybody that I get on my podcast get exposure. So
Listen, man, doing God's work, my guy.
yeah, man. When I leave here, my voice gonna be still here.
That's how I felt about anything and everything that I do. I concur, my good man.
For sure. I appreciate you being here though too, cause like I don't know what you do throughout the day, but time is money, and you here with me, so appreciate you.
My dog.
But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and then I'm gonna go about my day.
Always a pleasure. Wait, we're talking about do you need me to exit myself out?
You got an outro?
You want me to outro my own self?
Nah, but I'll holler at you, man.
That's it?
Yeah, man.
Yo, let me tell you, you a type of nigga that invite somebody over and then you be like, all right, man, just lock up. Lock up? What do you mean? Nigga, I don't live here. All right, man, just lock up. Make sure you put the sheets under the couch. I mean, make sure nigga, I don't live here. I do not live here. This nigga Joe is great at reverse psychology, bro.
Hey man, I'm not good at this intro outro stuff. So one of us
Nigga,
gotta hang up. One of us
just
gotta hang
say,
up.
listen, man, thank you, God. I'm an outro. I'm gonna be the one that outro. Listen, man, thank you guys for tuning in. What's the name of this? You didn't even tell me the name.
7 podcasts.
The what?
7 podcasts.
7?
Yeah, 7 podcasts.
Meaning like instead of 6 cents to 7 cents.
A 7 is 7 is upside down is an L. So like we turn the L's around.
Ooh, Joe. Yo.
Yeah, man.
Kid. Let's keep it going to art museums.
Staring
Listen,
at
man.
paintings for hours.
Listen, man, this is Jotty, man. Rock with my boy Joe, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the 7 podcast, man. I'm Jatty Robinson. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, man.
My dog.
Oh, my God. All right, y'all. I just want to thank y'all if y'all still listening, for tuning in. You still listening? Like I always say, time is money. I hope you learned something. Got a laugh out of this. Let me know what you think. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Till next time. Peace.